Trying to figure out everything is working here. Okay, we're good. So hi, welcome to the stream. I'm going to attempt to show you guys my story I had done for Endless Online. It's kind of been in the work for maybe 4 years, but I mean that's definitely on and off. That's not like, but yeah, about 4 years ago I started it, and I will attempt to make this happen. All right, so I'm gonna record my screen. Oh wait, I gotta switch. Hold on. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, your story. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. I guess here. Maybe perhaps here. This does not make sense at all, but I mean, we're totally gonna explain all of that. Yeah, let me just kind of play out a story for you because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. So let's get started. Let's introduce our people here first. Now, obviously, this is like a phoenix. I hope it's obvious. I tried if it's not. Phoenix from Endless Online. This is Sausage, Vult-r, Sortie, Plasma Star, and this is someone new. This is Haxor. So basically, I have it. It's like, you know, a normal day. So let me start off by saying, like, if I turn this into like a manga, this is pretty much how the intro would be. At least it was going to be. I don't know if I would stick to this, but so this is I was going with either Guardian Manor or Guardian Mansion. Mansion probably sounds better. And that's what this weird looking building is up here. And inside of this weird looking building are these little tubes. Here are little things called amulets. We'll talk about that later, but you can see there are still 4 left and there are some missing. And everyone down here has a little, what looks like a banana. It's not, it's the amulet. So basically in Endless Online, there are 10 credited names, right? So I'm thinking, well, okay, then I'll make 10 amulets. Each amulet has a power. So that's kind of what that's all about. And that I'm so bad at explaining. Anyways, the intro of the story. Here you have set up, and you got Vult-r. He's kind of on guard down here, but he's not paying attention. He should be more up here, but he's just kind of hanging out near the river. And then in the little base, you kind of have Plasma Star, Sortie, Sausage just hanging out. Haxor's already kind of in there, but really, I'm kind of thinking, have like the Aiden theme song, you know, do 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 do. You have that playing, and then it kind of switches over to like showing different parts of inside the convention, which is like broken down and beat up. You can see it's old, right? Well, soon you're gonna have music playing. I hope so. I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry if it's super loud. I really don't know how it sounds, but I can't hear it, but because I memorized it, I know all about this. Oh, here we go. So what's going on here? Well, there's an intruder. That's what's going on. So that's like perfect intruder music to me, and I love it. So you kind of have Haxor sneaking in this mansion. Someone's not paying attention. These guys are kind of hanging out, right? Basically, it's supposed to be booby-trapped pretty badly. That Haxor knows what he's doing, and he gets in, and he kidnaps... I guess could you call it kidnap stealing? Well, just say stealing. He steals all these amulets, right? I mean, he takes them, he's gone. Kind of starts running off. I'm thinking something's gonna have to like signify, like alert the others. So I'm like, maybe like a flash of light. Oh, you know what? Back up, actually. Haxor has the ability to make amulets. You know, they're magical, they're sorcerers, so he creates these amulets, and the amulets give whatever ability it is he's trying to create. Well, I'm having a thought that maybe maybe before Haxor like gets in here and steals these, he's like right here in front. Calling these my little dolls. So he's like kind of up here in front. And what if he like what was it, telepathy, where you can talk to somebody else? So basically, you got these guys hanging out. Nope, not you. You need to go over here. Yeah. Take a little bit of the land with you. So you got these guys kind of hanging out, and then basically you hear thoughts of Haxar being like, as you can see, it's not fully planned out. It's just kind of thrown together. I don't even have like a specific line, but it's basically I win sausage or something of that effect. And he sends that out. Sausage hears that voice and he's like, what? And you know, these guys are like, what? He's like, did you guys hear something? You're like, no. What are you talking about? Then he steals the amulets. A flash of light goes off. That then gets Blowzar's attention. He's like, uh-oh. It's just a rat, right? And so he runs down. He's got to check that out. But got these two guys kind of collide together. Basically, some sort of fight-ish kind of goes down. I don't know how I quite want to do this. So he's running off. Blowzar's behind. He's going to get hurt in some way. He basically is probably going to get kicked back. His hat falls off. Let's copy that. That's a no-no. His hat cannot come off. We'll explain why later. So he's like, I gotta go get that. So these guys are now aware of what's going on. So basically, Sausage runs out. He spawns a was it a phoenix? He spawns a phoenix. He grabs Swordy. Swordy, get on. I should probably have this on. Why am I streaming so late? I don't sleep. I don't believe in sleep. So the chasing begins. Let's flip these guys around. So he's off here, getting his hat. Let's say, I don't know, ran over here. Obviously, I can't say obviously. You guys don't know. I'm doing such a bad job at explaining this, but I'm trying, guys. Basically, I gotta stop saying that word too. Okay, so the chase scene's happening. Plasma Star, he's like right up there. I mean, the chase begins. Haxor turns around. Plasma Star's there. How do you do that? He's like way over here. Now he's way over here. So again, a kick. Well, I'm thinking, what if this kick, like, he goes flying backwards, right? Kind of plummets into these guys. Again, this is all just rough draft. I'm thinking, well, okay, what if, like, maybe there's a cliff here. Oops, I wanted to keep that. Got kicked back over here. They go throw back. This is rough placing. Basically, there I go using that word again. Basically, everyone goes flying backwards. They're in like a little ball. They're getting tossed. Almost hits Blowzar. Blowzar catches it though. He gets out of the way, and by this time, he does have his hat. So what if like these group of people are just like about to get hurled off the cliff? So, and then Haxor, he's just running away. He's like, I don't care. Blowzar has his hat now, which he needs that. So he basically stays put because he has to concentrate. Talk about that later. Has the hat, has to concentrate, sits down, kind of like focusing. And in the meantime, Sausage is trying to... Oh my dear goodness. I wanted to put this back in. Sausage is trying to stop the ball of them flying towards the edge. Okay, I got this. So, what was I gonna draw? Oh, little vine. Okay, so I thought about how I want to like display this to you guys. I don't know. This is my attempt. So here he is trying to like spawn vines, maybe to try to like break the, maybe not vines because vines have spikes. He's spawning something, trying to slow him down. It's kind of working, not so much. They're still hurling off the cliff. And finally, Blowzar, this is a mess. Blowzar is able to save them, which, notice this little amulet here. This is, what did I say, telekinesis? That's where you can, you know, levitate things and move things around. So he is able to, he had to make a choice, either save them from falling off the cliff or chase after Haxor. What do you do? Of course, he's going to save them. So he runs over, saves them. They're good. Everyone's safe now. Yay! Except Haxor got away. Haxor got away, and yeah, they're not too happy about that. Again, I don't have any kind of dialogue specifically. This is just a little play out of what's going on. I don't write these things down either. I just kind of play out the scene, and it's like, oh, okay, that might work. And then I play out the scene again, and different things happen. It's like, yeah, that might work too. I'm trying to remember what happened at that point. I was about to say it again. Oh my gosh, I can't stop saying that word. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna have to explain their personalities too. We'll go over that as well. Sausage is like, it's okay, guys. It's not the end of the world. And Plasma Star's like, ah, I just got like kicked halfway across the world. What are you talking about? Like, kind of pointing out, this guy's powerful. What are you talking about? But Sausage is trying to like calm everybody down. Like, it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world, even though it might kind of possibly be. So that's like part of the story. I suppose I could read, I don't know if I can. I'll give it a try. I did have an intro. Look at this. Bling returns in 5 years. Finding Nemo. That's that music I showed you. Oh, I forgot the chase scene music. Darn. Okay, so, when Haxor goes running off, you hear this music. This is the chase scene music. Love this. Something I like about this too. Prefer to listen to this in your headphones. The music, it's bouncing back and forth between ears. So it's like, it almost gives the effect that like you're following something, and I like that. So back to the story. That music is playing. Okay, I remember this. I kind of wrote out what exactly is supposed to happen, but obviously I didn't get very far. Basically, I just explained everything that happens. But, I guess I'll explain this. I cannot explain it. Read it. This is... If I'm going to explain this, then I'm going to have to bring up... Again, I'm trying, guys. I'm, like, throwing this together. I don't even know how I'm supposed to, like, show you, but this is how it's going so far. This is it. Okay. So I guess I'll just read this and show you pictures as far as I had got before I stopped. So if you guys remember that video I had done, EO's history, that was the original story, but then it changed into this. So you'll see screenshots here and there. I open this with picture display. Is that it? Photo display. Okay, that'll do. I'll kind of move this over here. And I had no music picked out for this, so I'll just... It wasn't always this way. The land had become so corrupt. I think I'll slowly go through it as I get this part. We couldn't bear the great loss, so we departed and left it all behind. Everyone, everything, just like many others. But we were... Were we wrong? What? Were we wrong? Were we wrong to do so? Like a tongue tie. Were we wrong? Were we wrong to do so? After all, they abandoned us first. Admins, they abandoned us first. I think it's been 5 years now? Yeah, that long already. I can't help but miss those two. Everyone walking away. There's so much to explain. I don't even know where to begin at. Can't help but miss those two. You are mine and Azaria. It was from them I learned how to be a leader. Not that any of that really matters now. But the point of why did I do that? I lost my point. Not that any of that really matters now. What's the point of being a leader when there's no one to lead? More. Pretty sure that was my last frame too. Oh no, I had one more. It's been so long since I like actually played this out. Admins, all 10 of them. Credited admins. And that's pretty much as far as I got. Good job, me. Alright, now we can focus on reading. I'll try. The point of being a leader when there's no one to lead, not anymore. Z and I tried, but we failed. We let our sin down. Sin? Okay, I vaguely remember this. Sin is another word for some sort of group. I don't remember what, though. It's a short version of this word. I don't know what it is, but I remember that much at least. We couldn't keep the group together. There's no reason. I did find some scattered... I did find some scattered through... What? Okay, people. Talking about people. I did find some people's... I'm just gonna add that word. I did find some... I can't say it. I did find some scattered through my aimless wander here and there, but none of them stuck. And we parted ways. Why can't I read this? Probably because it's almost 1 in the morning. I'm just gonna blame that. I'll try that again. Here and there, but none of them stuck. We parted ways every time. Like them, I had no goal or team. No more new memories to share with someone. Just me. But then again, that was my fault. Z and Karu wanted to go with me. Z and Karu? Continue the sentence! Z and Karu wanted to go with me, but I refused. It was time for me to be alone. And so I was. I broke away from the only thing I called a family. Can't say I hate it. For the most part, I enjoyed the peace and independence. Not to mention the breathtaking scenery. Those memories I share with myself and always will. And it wasn't always perfect, but somehow, by God's grace, I walked out alive every time. Though sometimes I wonder about that. Okay, I kind of remember that I was going to draw, I don't know, like various scenes, let's say Orc Cave, basically getting in places that have danger, or being attacked by gnomes, right? From one of my other things, my other skits, I will show that to you guys. Just a quick picture. It'd be incompleted. What is it called? Visions of Endless. That's a V. Did I not put it here? Wow. Okay, well... I don't know where it would be. Usually when I complete a project, I put it in here. But not there. I don't know why. Kind of remembering over here. Has a lot of everything. Why is my Sims in YouTube? I think I got it mixed up with the game file. Okay, anyways, it's just a scene of Bling being chased by gnomes, and then, like, a giant orc is in front of her, and she's like, ah! It was in the desktop, though. I didn't. Okay, anyways, back to the story. I'm so bad at bouncing around. I'm sorry about that. Okay. It wasn't always perfect at that part. though sometimes I wonder about it. But I'm here, and it's not a dream. It's real. I didn't believe the rumors at first. Attention grew, and it kept getting louder. Pretty soon, every place I went to said the same thing over and over again. It was back. They were back. At least, that's what I heard. I went to see it with my own eyes. The rumors? Real, not a dream. And then she would say, I'm home. I should explain a little bit of that. This is in reference of the server going down, right? And what pretty quickly went back up. This almost makes it seem like that she wasn't aware that the admins were different. They are referring to the admins, which we're not calling them admins, we're calling them guardians. That's how this works. And so she went out traveling around the world and then finally came back to Avon. So that's kind of where the story ish begins. It's like from my character's point and from the Guardian's point at the same time being shown until they collide to each other. Which I would also like to show you guys a video. I put a lot of thought into music because originally what I wanted to do is animate Endless Online. That would be like the end goal right there. But I don't think I'm that good at animating, and my drawing still needs a lot of work. But I like plan these things out. And so I was thinking about an intro for Endless Online, and that would be supposed to be in here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's... Oh, okay, it's right there. So I'm gonna play this, and I'll just let it explain itself. Again, sorry if the music's too loud, but here we go. No, what? That's not my video. Ah! Everything was here! Okay, intro. I see it now. Here we go. Wait! Okay, I was gonna make it full screen. That's as far as I got. Okay, so that's the intro. There's 8 characters in all that are kind of the main focus for admins, for people to balance that out. And I'm dropping my drawing pad. Exit these off now. I don't really... I'm gonna put this back down. I'm gonna exit out this mess, and I guess we're gonna kind of go into explaining things. I really should have bulleted this. This is just not coming out too well. Yo, story. Okay, the amulets. I guess we'll just bring this up real fast. So basic... I was gonna say it again. So there are 10 amulets. 10. Each amulet has a special power, right? And the original story was every time you hold an amulet or absorb its power, some sort of thing of that, it's a great toll on the body, and it's kind of painful, so it's not like the best thing to go through. But here's the thing, you got these 10 amulets that are kind of just floating around. And they're pretty powerful, and yeah, they are kind of kept away from the world, but still in the wrong hands. Probably destroy the world. Something cliche like that. Now this could very well swap around, but from when I had the story, Sausage had flying. He also had summoning not vines, just monsters, summoning monsters in general. And I don't even know what this is. What is that? What did I give you, Sausage? I don't even know. I remember flying for sure and definitely summoning monsters. I don't even know what this is. What did I give you? I don't know what this even is. I'll have to figure that out later. That's pretty bad. That I don't know what I gave him. Okay, telekinesis for Bling's. So you got the little hand, and it's like moving an object. For Sortie, super strength. For Plasma Star, super speed. You got your little guy here, and he's running off. We didn't really get into the characters, but kind of had it so since there's 3 guys up here and 1 girl, there's 3 girls out here and 1 guy. And, of course, the main character, my friend Cad, and but Zeroda is what we go by, and my husband himself as Ryan. So I was gonna... I don't even know what I was gonna do, but basically there was going to kind of be a... I guess you could call it a partnership. It wasn't anything specific. It's just that these characters are kind of often seen together just because, you know, they kind of click. They're kind of becoming friends. Oops. So Plasma Star and Zeroda were the click. Ryan and Sortie were the click. Cod and Bling's were the click. And then Bling and Sausage were the click. That sounds really odd. I don't know how to explain it any other way than that. It's just, they just formed a bond, basically. We didn't talk about something else. I'm going to bring that open again. So, Sausage and Bling's are the only ones that I definitely decided for. But I hadn't with the other characters. And I'll tell you in a second what Let me just find this real fast. Talked about how Bling's, he lost his hat, and that's like a bad thing. Well, they need to keep the amulet somewhere safe. So Bling's has his in his hat. Sausage wears his on his neck. Oops. He wears his like a necklace. For Sortie, I was kind of thinking it's her hair tie. She wears a ponytail, and I was thinking, like, what if there's like a little compartment? I don't even know how big these amulets are, but what if there's like a little compartment in her hair tie, and that's where she keeps her amulet? For Plasma Star, I don't know, cape maybe, possible. Definitely in the works. Trying to think where exactly. I know I'm skipping around a lot, but it's also because I have to explain a lot. Look, there's the partnerships. That's what I was explaining. And then I was kind of deciphering, do I want Sausage to look like this? Or do I want him to look like this? Or do I want him to look like this? There's 3 of them. I don't know which one to pick. Next. My gosh, I'm all over the place. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had, like, I made a folder, right? A folder for everything I'm going to explain, but I didn't exactly make an order. It's thrown together. Let me open this again. This is EO Cast. This is, like, all the characters of Endless Online currently, of the story. Most of these characters don't even have a background, really. That's Arayas. She's kind of important. Other leader, she's important too. You're like, how? How are they important? That's a lot of explaining. I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna have to, like, have a better story, have a better outline for you guys. I thought I was gonna do pretty well, but no, I'm not. Flame Lock is rather important. Here we have Haxor. We kind of talked about him. That's the guy that popped in and stole the amulets and they ran off. That's him. That's another part of the story. So what we had seen was Bling explaining her part. And then what was happening at the Guardian Mansion. Then that's when the stories kind of collide. I'm kind of thinking, what if I have it that... Oops. During the run, Bling encounters Haxor. And for whatever reason, he talks to her. Like, they kind of collide and, like, bump into each other. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, I don't know. I don't even have dialogue. But basically, here's the thing. he speaks. She remembers the voice. The voice is unique. So because of that, since they lost the trail, eventually she goes into Avon. These guys are kind of like out of there. Over here. These guys are kind of like huddled in the corner somewhere near Avon, probably talking, and they're kind of like, you know, gloomy face looking. Normally they'll like welcome the newcomers, then Bling comes in, and basically, there I go using that word again. Oh my god. So it gets to the point where one of them, somebody approaches her, and basically, I said it again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it gets to the point where one of them approaches her, and Haxorus mentioned at some point, or saying, you know, this guy ran by and I talked to him, and then it clicks. The guy she's talking about is Haxor. She then mentions the voice, and now they know. Bling can like point out who it is because, you know, he was covered by a cape. So she kind of becomes important in that way, helpful. At no point in time will Bling be gaining any kind of power. I kind of want her to just be normal. And, like, the most powerful thing she has is her words. That's what all she can really do. And she's kind of just weak and needs protecting. So, I think I'll just kind of end the stream here. I know it's not the best. It's just I guess I need more planning on this. I need a lot more planning on how I want to present this, and that's kind of bad that it's not being presented as well as I would have liked it to have been. I thought I was just gonna go for it, but no, it's not working. Not at all. But I'm gonna open this up. You guys might be familiar with this map. I hand placed all these monsters myself. I did not make the map. I just pulled it off the internet, but then I placed all the monsters everywhere. It was kind of helpful. Made these lines showing where everything is. I like to refer to this map. I want this to be like canon. I mean, it pretty much is. So I was trying to figure out, where would Guardian Mansion be? There's another picture of Sausage I really liked that I had drawn. Except it's not in here. Is he in here? I thought I put that in. That's okay. Let me just go get that real fast. It's gonna be in skits, incompleted, and then it's EO history. There it is. Okay, in here. Roll down. This one. I love that one. I would like this cliff. I want this to be like a spot. This is kind of like Sausage's spot. And that would be nice if this is also the cliff that they're about to fall off. So I need to place Guardian Mansion on this cliff. The problem with that is, looking at this map, the way I have it set, I basically have work that, except that color is, we'll do this one. I basically have the cliff set around here, and that's not gonna work. Honestly, it could probably be moved more over here. I want to use this map as reference, like I said, and I just kind of want it to be a reoccurring cliff. It's going to be like a major part. I guess it kind of works over here too, in this mountain area. But there's no snow. But of course, that's as high as it goes. The higher it gets, the colder it is. So yeah, it's gonna be somewhere in this area. I originally thought maybe over here, but I don't know. It's too far away to me. It needs to be closer to Avon. So perhaps the cliff is gonna be like over. Nope, don't save nothing. I'm gonna go back to my little story here. I know it says gonna end the stream. I guess I'll throw this in real fast. I don't know if you at all know what Zatch Bell is, but I was pretty interested in that. And so I was thinking, what if like every 100 years there's like a battle going on, right? And so I had to like categorize everyone. So you got the human, demon, animal, what is it? Insect, elemental, and undead. And base I can't stop saying it. And every faction, I guess you could call it, every race kind of has their own little champion that has to go out and fight for, I don't know, the throne or something. It was very thrown together. There's nothing specific going on. What was this? It must have been for the undead. This is Kino. That was going to be from the orc. Falls under demon, apparently. It's been a long time since I like actually reviewed all this. I really liked Zeno. Is his name? I think his name is Zeno. And no? I hope so. I don't know. Let's call him Zeno. I think that's his name. But that's who Kino is based off of. Basically, I said it again. I charge like a quarter every time, like in a jar. I'd fill it up awfully quick. Kino was going to be like a lab experiment of some sorts. He's locked in a place somewhere. This all somehow falls into Endless, so my very put together, not so much story. I'm just going to open this up. We're going to end it here. This is 10 pages of 20 years ago in Endless. Yes, now there was a brother and there was two brothers. Okay, you got the Orc King, which is Haxor's dad, and then you have vult-r himself. There's a kingdom. You know, I think I'll just save this for later. I think I'm just gonna end. It's 114. I'm just gonna scroll down so you guys can kind of have a like see that I wrote all of this down. That was a 2-year skip. Did you see that? So 20 years ago, then we have a 2-year skip. And a lot of this is like detail of what's supposed to happen. It's organized. More organized than me explaining this. Okay, trying to remember, why was there a 2-year skip and then a 20-year skip and then a 3 or 5-year skip? 3-year skip. So basically, so I had to go back and create a timeline because for Haxor to be doing what Haxor is doing, he needs to have motive. He needs to have something. So that then backtracks to the dad, right? But then again, the dad needs to have motive, which then backtracks to his dad. So that's 3 generations right there. And it's written down, there's a story. I'm just not explaining it too well. This is definitely gonna have to be a different video, a 2-parter where I maybe explain things a little bit better. I thought I could. It's my own story. You think I could like you know, tell you guys it's all there, but apparently it's not gonna be that easy. So I'm going to try to redo this again in a part 2, and we'll see how well that fares. Yeah, that's the gist of this. I'm definitely gonna have to take my time to like explain it better. I might just have to put it in like a manga form, maybe even. No. Yeah, it's 1:16. I should probably go to bed. Goodbye, guys. Thanks.